Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from MyCryptoParadise. In today's video we will look at the MENA, which is the Decentraland, a big gaming coin, one of the top in its kind. And the big question right now is whether the price will collapse or will we see further consolidation and even break higher to the new all-time highs. There could be a huge rally, but at the same time the downside pressure remains high. We're right at the support. Whether the breakout will take place, resulting in a 65% decline, or the bulls will take complete control once again. In this video we will discuss exactly the scenarios that we can expect in the coming days for the Decentraland. We will look at the price action against the dollar on the multiple time frames as well as against the Bitcoin. First off, before that, let's move to the coin market cap and see where this coin is located. We can see it's ranked 67 with the total market cap nearly $2 billion, slight rise by 4.3% during the past 24 hours. If we move to the website of the Decentraland, we can see that this is the first ever virtual world owned by its users. And this basically is the game where you can buy land, virtual land, build structures on it, participate in events, sell your land, different items, more or less like in the real world. So there is a huge demand in the gaming industry. As always, this is the huge industry. That's why this coin can potentially skyrocket. Finally, before moving to the technical analysis, let's look at the coin 360. The Bitcoin near $45,000, down by 0.7%, Ethereum down by 0.1%. Overall market sentiment is mixed. There is this unclarity as to what is going to happen next. But let's dive into the price action of the MENA against the dollar and see what can be expected. Now, first off, I would like to start with the Elliott wave analysis and see what price action shows us. We saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave to the upside and then an A, B, and C corrective pattern. Yet again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave to the upside, followed by an A, B, C corrective pattern. We can see it on the lower time frame. Right now, we might be forming 1, 2, 3, 4, a fifth wave to the upside. But was this the top? Was the price actually stopped at this resistance area, or will it continue? And based on the Elliott wave analysis, we should be having 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 major waves. So Elliott wave analysis favors the continuation of an uptrend to complete this fifth wave. But what if this resistance will remain to be respected? In that case, further bearish pressure can take place. But for this, we need to break below the simple uptrend trend line and below this range. Now let's look at another daily chart where we have another very important points to share. We have this resistance trend line right there. There was the break above the resistance trend line, indicating that bulls are in complete control. We are producing higher highs and higher lows, which validates the uptrend. And if we look at the RSI indicator, we can spot a similar pattern across the board. There was the break above the trend line once, then we had another breakout, and each of these breakouts resulted in the rally. We can see that there was one rally, two rallies, but now buyers will be waiting for the break above this trend line yet again, and then price can be expected to move up, perhaps yet again to test the resistance trend line, which we saw once again the bounce right there occurred on the April 17th. On the other hand, we have the support uptrend trend line, which nearly was tested along with a 78.6% fibs at $1 psychological level. The $1 is extremely strong demand area for the MENA, and as long as it's respected, long-term uptrend will remain valid. But what if there will be this daily break and close? Then we can expect further decline, potentially towards the $0.35, where there is this key supply demand area. We saw the resistance rejection, then support got rejected. So this is a very, very important price for the MENA. Moving on to the 16-hour chart, we can see the formation of the triangle pattern where the price did break to the upside, suggesting that the bulls are in control yet again. After the breakout, there was this A, B, and C corrective pattern, and there was the break above the B wave, indicating that there is still the potential for the growth. We saw 3 times where the price tested the trend line, which is the top of the triangle, basically the downtrend trend line, which is the support trend line. There was this bounce of the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level based on this move up. But still, price remains below the downtrend trend line, which might send it down towards the 88.6% Fips, which also corresponds to the moving average, which is the 200 exponential moving average, as well as the simple uptrend. There is this another key support slightly below the $1 psychological level at $0.93. Now, if we move to the 4-hour time frame, we can see this resistance, massive resistance near $1.3. There was this bounce of the moving average, after which price produced a new lower low. And today we're having the bounce, a clean bounce of the moving average yet again. This makes the resistance area between 126 and 129 very, very important. And as long as price remains below this area, the selling pressure will remain high. There is the potential for the double bottom formation and even break lower. But what will happen if the daily break and close will occur above the 128.87 resistance? We need for that go back to the 16-hour chart. Here we have 2 Fibonacci retracement level. First is applied to this pullback, which is actually this pullback here on the daily chart. This is the pullback occurred after the break above the resistance trend line, where it actually got rejected. Another Fips was applied to the current wave down, where the price bounced off 78.6% Fips. It shows us that there are 2 important levels, 227.2 Fips and 127.2 Fips, nearly at the same price at $1.77. This implies that the price can increase by 75% from this bottom in the coming weeks. Obviously, this scenario will play out only if this support holds, but then we should also expect this sort of price action for the uptrend continuation. Back to the 4-hour chart, we can see this range trading is going on. Price has stuck between 1.6 resistance and $1 psychological support. This is a 50% range trading for the Decentraland. This is big range trading, which is ongoing already 30 days. 1 month of pure range by the Decentraland. Moving on to the 1-hour chart, the price action is clearly very bearish. MENA is producing lower lows and lower highs while moving within the descending channel. On the other hand, near $1 psychological support, we saw the formation of the double bottom. But if we look back, we saw a very similar case where the double bottom formed, but then price did break lower. This pattern can be repeated as long as this resistance holds. Now, this resistance is confirmed by 78.6% Fips at $126 and can be playing a key role. From the bullish perspective, the good thing is that there was break above the top of the channel on the hourly time frame, and we can spot the support as well as resistance right now, where the price is likely to be ranging during the next couple of days. Now, break below or break above will be the very first sign whether the bulls are taking over or the bears. Finally, let's move to the Decentraland against the Bitcoin. On this chart, we have applied a simple ascending channel and then we extended it further after this breakout occurred. So now we have a next resistance trend line of the channel, which is the top of the extended ascending channel. This is where the price can potentially be going at 3,122 satoshis, corresponding to 161.8% FIPS. At the same time, we are rejecting the downtrend trend line, which is the top of the triangle. There certainly must be the break above this resistance in order for the price to continue rising. For now, price is stuck within the triangle. It can test easily the moving average before moving higher. But watch out for the break below the 2,200 satoshis, because it can result in a further price decline towards this support. Now this support is 161.8% FIPS, which clearly got respected back on the April 23, after which we had a new higher high produced and daily close above the previously made high. Yet again, we see higher highs and higher lows pattern is in place, which implies the validity of the long-term uptrend. Although we need to break above the triangle to confirm the continuation of the uptrend. Unless that happens, price can easily go down towards the moving average and even break lower towards the 61.8 FIPS and perhaps even down towards the uptrend trend line. That was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you next time.